They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UTEP Miners, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Tight end now in motion. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UTEP's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy, and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low and So those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of five-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's West. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Sends it back in motion. The give is to Williams. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking to coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Miners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pulls it in. It's West. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Number 18.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Can't get him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Goes to the option. Running to Green. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll try it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Let's go!
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Easy!
They'll try the run. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Peters. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He's going for the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 11 to Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect...
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miners!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
there he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Price. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Completes it in the middle. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fitted in the window for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peters. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Miners will send up the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. From the gun, running back on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Miners line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our bet.
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Slithers into space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Miners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give on the option. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Lining up to convert third down.
Here we go, sack.
Now the play fake. Takes the easy completion. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Back to throw, it's Godfrey. Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bring in the heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner is stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Red Raiders looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Godfrey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Miners decide to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Handoff from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got a man, it's West. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The give is to Williams. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. There he goes! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I like it, 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
By the receiver.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Trying to pull his way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 31 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.